Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here with Allison Hickey, who is president of Kensington Tours. And we've spoken with Allison earlier during the crisis, and now we're going to talk to her about some of the products that Kensington is developing right now to really help Kensington and also help travel advisors out there. And we want to find out all about that, and you'll see that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Allison, first of all, how are you and where are you again? You're still in Toronto, I think, or something.
I'm still in Toronto. I'm well. It's so good to see you. Actually, James, I think you and I spoke about 6 months ago, so it was at the onset of COVID. A lot's happened, fast forward, and here we are. It's been an unbelievable few months. I'm in Toronto. I'm in my office.
There you go.
So I'm kind of doing double duty, a bit at home and a bit in the office. I come in here a couple days a week. Toronto's fared fairly well in COVID, although we are starting to see that 7-day moving average of active cases creep up. So, we're taking some measures around large gatherings and the like, but our team is still remote. We transitioned to remote work pretty quickly, very easily. A lot of our team already was remote.
Right.
They're a global team anyway, so that wasn't difficult to do. It's been an interesting couple of months for sure.
Yeah, now you still don't want us Americans up in Canada, right? They don't let us.
I know. Well, we do, but I think some of the others, yes, there still is that requirement from a border perspective. So hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Yeah, no, and indeed, I live in New York State, and we don't really want a lot of the other states in, which is really
fair. You're right. Actually, you're right. That's fair. Yeah.
But anyway, how have you been working at Kensington to counteract the effects of the crisis? And I guess one question: are you running any tours at all right now?
Well, So first of all, to kind of counteract the crisis, I mean, we're lucky that we are custom private guided travel, and that's kind of our business. So every trip we do, it's custom designed for our clients' needs, and that is a great way to travel given everything that's going on right now. But in addition to that, we've taken upon ourselves to expand our product. Early in 2020, we actually launched Canada and the US in a private guided way. So that allowed our clients to travel in their backyard, private guided travel. We also launched a private retreat collection, which was kind of showcasing what I would call spectacular landscapes, lots of outside destinations, so to speak, and coupling that with private guided touring, exclusive access, and properties that had limited entry. So, small boutique properties with kind of limited entry, so it was a little bit more exclusive, so to speak. We've also, we knew flexibility was important to our clients, so we have introduced our Book with Confidence offer. We've had that for many months now. Clients can change up to 7 days prior to travel their trip. Our clients needed that for their peace of mind. We've introduced our Safe Travel Certified guidelines, which are now WTTC approved as well. That's global. And that's, critical as clients go in country. Post-COVID, there's temperature checks, there's masks, there's hand sanitizers, ensuring our hotel partners also adhere to certain hygiene standards. All of that's been implemented globally. And then for our agents, we actually introduced a couple months ago an advanced booking bonus.
Oh, great.
We did that as well. For travel, we actually have had clients traveling. And I can tell you every time clients leave, it's a high point for all of us. Egypt, Jordan, definitely the parks, Alaska, Switzerland, Germany, to name a few. So
that's great.
We've had some business, and it's wonderful to see clients travel. And so many of them send photos, which has been really nice. So we all kind of celebrate that and celebrate their enjoyment as they get out. Turkey is another place too.
Oh,
We've had a number of clients to Turkey. Yep.
That's great. So it sounds like, you're getting a little bit back to normal, if that's whatever normal is.
Normal is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the big news of this past week is you introduced a sort of a whole new line, a product line called the Resort Collection. And it's designed for travelers who kind of like to stay at resorts, but really want unique experiences, I gather. Tell us a little bit about that program and why you started it.
Yeah, sure. We're pretty excited about this program. I think it's an extraordinary way for clients to experience like a beach type world-class island destination. And what we've done is we've coupled that, and that's kind of, slow travel. And we've coupled that with the hallmark of Kensington Tours, which is being able to experience that destination in an authentic way, so that you actually meet local personalities and you appreciate the culture, the food, maybe the architecture while you're there. We recognize that many of our clients, obviously, when they want the best of both worlds when they're traveling to a resort. They probably want to spend some time on the beach, relaxing and slowing down. Many of our clients also, though, want to get that authenticity of the destination with local personalities. And so we paired both of those together. That's our resort collection. Right. It's also, I should say, the properties that we've hand-picked speak to the destination. So we want to make sure that they have a sense of place.
Right,
right. And when you go there, you feel that you're grounded in that sense of place. That was another really important design element about the collection that we put together.
Now, are these designed for singles, couples, families, larger groups?
Oh, yeah. Great question. Certainly. So our business model is private guided and custom. So the types of itineraries that we put together, they are customized to number of travelers, pace of travel, number of tours. Typically we work with 2 to 4 travelers. That's kind of been our sweet spot. We also do a lot of multi-gen travel. As you can imagine, when you've got multi-gens traveling together, they each want to do different things on a respective day. Resort collection is no different, James. It's really for, the 2 to 4, and we can scale up with private villas and yachts and those types of properties that we've got available for larger groups who are traveling together.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you sort of focused on certain destinations, I believe, in Mexico, Southern Europe, South Pacific. Why did you choose these particular destinations?
Yeah, good question. As you know, we do the world from a private guided perspective. And I think when we stepped back and we thought about this travel style, we really wanted to make sure the destinations we picked had a story to tell, an authenticity. They had experiences that we could add to the resort flavor or thread that was in this collection. And so, we plotted on the map, where do we think those places are? And that is how we came to select the destination. So you're right. In Europe, we selected Greece and Italy. And we have a ton of experience in both of those destinations. We've sent lots of travelers there, lots of private guided experiences, but we took a slightly different flavor to them, slowing down the travel and making it more of a sun and sand type destination, peppered with some of these local experiences that we're known for. In the South Pacific, we actually chose Fiji and French Polynesia. And those are typically destinations that are, we kind of call them the extension, right? I'm on my way home from somewhere and I pop in, but we wanted them to be the hero. And so that's actually what we've developed. And I think with a lot of the changes in airlift into Tahiti and Fiji, it's made them a lot more accessible. So we wanted to make sure we could showcase them as hero destinations, and you could spend a good amount of time doing both, a resort stay in addition to experiencing some of the great local culture that exists there. And then, as you say, the Caribbean is the other place that we had set our sights on some time ago to do here at Kensington Tours. We launched our yacht product quietly back in 2019. And so we've been in that business for some time now and have a good sensibility around the ultra-luxe client. And so that kind of shaped where we wanted to go and how we wanted those destinations to look and feel in this resort collection. So we've got a number of them that we've teed up with this first kind of initial portfolio, so to speak. Turks and Caicos, Los Cabos, St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, and then we've got more coming, so stay tuned.
Well,
dot, dot.
I would have said I'm actually sitting interviewing you here from Cancun. So where's your tour here? I got.
Well, there you go. We should, exactly. I'm on it. I'm on it.
That's
we'll be back to you.
And I've done a lot of travel. Fortunately, I've been done a lot of travel in Tahiti and Fiji, and they're wonderful places and some great cultural stuff you can do. In fact, I personally like the cultural stuff better than just lying on the beach, and it's really super places. And I think, giving the quality of a Kensington tour, I think you've got a good thing going there. Now, what sort of hotels and resorts are you working with under this program?
Yeah, so that was another, I think, design element that we wanted to be quite specific around. And first of all, our hotel partners are of the highest caliber. We also wanted them to be smaller in terms of number of rooms and really kind of small, exclusive vibe that, is distinct from that larger footprint. And also we're grounded in the local destination. So again, having some authenticity around where you are, which is kind of hallmark to experiences that is, critical to who we are, Kensington Tours. We wanted to make sure that flavor also came out in all of our properties. So, as a destination forward company, they needed to speak to the destination, and that is woven throughout any of the properties that you see in this initial collection. Yeah, that was key.
And I've seen some very impressive hotels and resorts that are working with that. And obviously, a lot of these hotels and resorts probably have their own excursions you can buy or they're with a local operator. What makes yours a little better than those, or cut above, if you will, and maybe give us some examples of some of those experiences you're offering?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, first of all, we've been in the business of private custom guided travel for about 15 years. And so we have a long history of curating great experiences. That is what we do. And so we do that around the world, and we do that in a couple of different ways. We certainly have our own destination expertise across our team, but we collaborate with our local guides and we cultivate those tours together. And so, we ensured that our portfolio of day tours kind of, I guess, expands across the different type of travel styles that we know our clients exhibit: history, culture, food and wine, art, adventure, even for some of our younger families. And so we always look to our day tours with that lens, and then we work closely with the local partner to make sure that comes to life. And we've been doing that for 15 years. We do it all over the world. So we have a lot of experience doing that. And I think as a result of that, the quality of our local experiences is pretty exceptional. We're also always looking for those local personalities who can tell great stories. Our destination experts are great storytellers, and we expect that also in destination. So, that kind of grounds why I think we are well equipped to make sure that touring experience that our clients get is exceptional. And it's consistent across the world. Some of the examples like active, we've got in Los Cabos swimming alongside whale sharks. In Grenada, we've got a number of actually advanced scuba diving with real experts, and we've gotten that in a number of different destinations. Barbados, a distillery visit with actually master blender, of course, is the individual who takes you through, and then you end that visit by blending your own spirit, which that's one that we got to get you on that, actually.
Yeah,
that would be a great one.
I'd like to name my own rum, right?
Yeah, there you go. So perfect. So I'm on that. And, in St. Kitts and Nevis, that is with Alexander Hamilton. So alongside a historical guide is another special one. And Tahiti and Bora Bora, because I know you love it so much. So there, it's immersing yourself in that whole kind of Polynesian ritual and culture. And there's art, there's dance. And so we have a number of special local personalities who we've found who can kind of immerse you in that culture. So just, some examples. You can go certainly to kensingtontours.com. We've got some of them there, but definitely in speaking with our destination experts, our advisor partners can work with them and curate and cultivate whatever their clients wish. Yeah.
Well, I was going to go back to your Hamilton on St. Kitts and Nevis. I actually did a tour. It was actually one that was offered by Four Seasons Nevis, and it was fascinating. I'm sure with you it'd be that much better.
It'll be elevated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was fascinated. Of course, there was always the craze here with the Alexander Hamilton the musical, and everybody suddenly, this is where this guy was born, and this is where he lived, and finally came to New York at some point. But it's a great history lesson too. And now tell us, what are some of these? How are these experiences priced, and what's the range, and sort of how long are the programs?
Yeah, I mean, and so we price really, and when you look on KensingtonTours.com, we kind of segment our trips to be, kind of premier, luxe, and ultra luxe, and you can see that's how we brand them, and we try to design to different what we call wallets, right? So that we make sure we have kind of that 4.5, 5-star, and then we have 5-star plus, and that is really what this collection does represent. And then in terms of number of days, again, because we're private custom guided, you can pick and choose how many days you want. And we can fully customize all of the itineraries. The itineraries that we feature on site are inspirational in nature, and hoping to give our advisor partners and their clients some ideas around what could be done. And then when you speak with our destination experts, we can take it to the next level, and different varieties happen.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now, the question also, and you talked a little bit about how you're staffing these experiences with the local guides. What kind of training do these individuals have to do this?
Yeah, so I mean, we work closely and have been with our local guides all over the world, and we work closely with our partners to make sure there's a certain standard around the guiding. We're looking for personalities who can tell great stories, and looking for personalities who have been doing this for some time and actually are experienced and professional in what they do. And everything that we curate together, it often takes time to pull kind of the logistics of that 4.5, 5-hour tour. But again, we work closely with the local partner to make sure it has that Kensington Tours special sizzle that we expect.
I'm sure it does. Well, one of these days I'll have to figure out a resort that I'm at that where I can access one of these. We'll see.
You need to let me know. I know, and we will make sure. Absolutely, we would love to absolutely have you try one of them.
Now, in terms of the benefits, both to clients and to travel advisors for this resort collection, what are some of the benefits? So certainly for clients, for our advisor partner clients, I think it kind of, I think, grounds itself in the DNA of Kensington Tours, but maybe takes on a little bit of a different flavor for the resort collection. First and foremost, it is expert curation, and we've talked a lot about that, whether it's the day tours. The other thing is advising on what specific destination might best suit your client. Those are things our destination experts can do, but also handpicking and making sure we've got the right experiences, the right properties. All of those things are part of the expert curation that our destination expert team does. And our team, all of them, have either lived in or extensively traveled the destinations that they sell. That's been kind of the DNA of Kensington Tours since we started. The second thing would be exceptional experiences. And again, hallmark of Kensington Tours, that is, something that we curate, tailor memorable experiences. And then, specific to the client, we can tweak them so that they are more memorable to them based on their travel style. Exclusive access, we're always looking to elevate your stay in whatever way that is. And that differs by client. So we look to be, again, custom, whether that's, a certain best-in-class amenity that client is looking for. We'll work with our advisor partners to make sure we can make that happen. And we appreciate it differs, right, for each and every client. And then elevated service. And again, something I think we've become known for. Our destination experts work with our partners, our advisor partners, from the beginning to the end of the trip. And so through all of that planning, and sometimes our trips, there's a lot of iterations in planning a highly customized tour, a lot of iterations through to even when clients are in country. We are here for you. That is what we do. Well,
And then sorry, go ahead.
Well, then the other big thing is that, you know, you can get these day tours or multi-day tours anywhere when you go to these resorts. But the big thing with you is that actually the travel advisor is going to get a commission on these.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. And hopefully, I mean, the other thing that we do is, you know, we're here to make our travel advisor partners look great. We're here to take all of that work off of them. That is what we do. That is what we do for our advisor partners. You know, our DEs our destination experts are that single point of contact throughout. We're here to make it easy so that, you know, our advisors don't have to worry about booking that restaurant reservation, thinking about the spa, the tea time, you know, piecing together, making sure that luxury transfer happens when it needs to, so that you get to the tour that you're doing. That's on us. That's what we're here to do. And our itineraries that we put together for our advisor partners, they look amazing. You know, incredible pictures, beautifully written, and it makes our advisors look like, you know, professional. We're responsive. They're responsive to their clients. That's what we're here to do. Over and above that, you know, the other thing that we've done with this new resort collection is I had told you about the booking bonus that we had been offering to our agent partners. Well, we've doubled it for the resort collection. So
Great.
agents can earn up to $400 for each trip, up to 5 resort collection trips through to December 31st. And then the other thing we're doing with this resort launch is we're offering an exclusive luxury airport services, complimentary of Kensington Tours. So from the time your clients leave the door, we've got you covered. So they get a luxury car service to the airport, and they get a luxury car service home, you know, which makes the trip truly from end to end delightful.
And then you get all that wonderful tour experience while they're at the destination. So you're
over and above all of that, yeah.
The resort is great, but it sounds like the rest of the trip is all yours, and that's
it is elevated. And again, I think, you know, that was us really listening to our clients and our advisor partners and looking for just a slightly different way of doing resorts and kind of elevating it. And I think, you know, that's brought what Kensington does well into this curation of the resort collection.
Well, yeah. May I be so bold as that if you don't have it already, maybe you got to start thinking of doing the cruise collection, where you would do you know, shore excursions in a way, which is, you know, one of the biggest things that, you know, travel advisors have is that, and there are some wonderful trips that the cruise lines have. But one of the problems is they're not commissionable, and
we actually do shore excursions. We do.
Okay.
Yes, we do. We work with many of our advisor partners to do private guided, custom tailored shore excursions. Yes, and that's been something that we've done for quite some time. So
great.
We do that. Yeah.
Excellent. We'll just have to brand it a little better, you know. Call it
well, maybe I need to. I know. You and I should spend a bit of time thinking about that. We'll do that offline.
We'll brand it together, because, you know, I was actually just talking to some travel advisors today, and we were talking about the age-old problem of getting great excursions off the ship, and you know, everyone wants to, you know, they want to get there. A lot of advisors are turning to specific shore excursion groups. And although sadly, one of them, I believe just went bankrupt, but that's another story during this whole downturn. So they're looking for options, and so this would sound to be a good one. But anyway, Allison, and I assume the best place to find out more information is KensingtonTours.com, right?
Absolutely. KensingtonTours.com/resorts is one option. And then obviously any advisor partner can get in touch with their regional sales director, and also, you know, can certainly call into one of our destination experts, and we're here to serve. We're here to serve. Yeah. Fantastic.
Well, Allison, again, it was great to see you again. I didn't think it would be this long where I wouldn't see you personally again, because it's been a isolation. So hopefully the next time we do these interviews, it'll be in person. But it's great to hear about that you're busy creating new products that travel advisors can sell, and actually supporting the trade tremendously throughout this effort. And hopefully as we emerge in 2021.
I know, right?
I know. Well, I do not want to be doing another one of these during 2020.
I know. Next time, face to face. I agree.
Absolutely.
That would be my pleasure. Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks again, Allison, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
Yes. Thank you so much, James. Take care.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.